Thank y'all for tuning in to Country Shit Podcast. I am Valise J, a.k.a. the Neighborhood Publicist, and I am here with my girl, Azizah.
What's up?
Bridget.
Hey, y'all.
Charsha.
What's up? What's up?
And we are serving sweet tea and southern sass.
So in each episode, we talk about women's complexities, everything from friendships to the society that places everything on women.
We talk about mental health, friendship, feminism, and whatever else we can think of.
So Country Shit isn't just a podcast. It's a platform where women can come together, discuss their complexities of life and also laugh together. So grab a glass of sweet tea and pull up a seat and listen to what we got to say. So how about that mental health check-in?
Okay, y'all. So this is so funny because I'm telling you, Azizah is not like this. We gotta get her warmed up. But
Not talk like that.
No, not at all.
But she's from Memphis. South Memphis at that.
No, she's from North Memphis.
Oh, North Memphis. My bad. You from South Memphis.
I'm from South Memphis, but
what did I say wrong?
mental health check-in. Bridget, go. You first.
This week has been like a super good week for me.
Okay.
I got added on to a project.
Okay.
So, I'm getting my coins. But it's just been a crazy week. How about y'all?
Down on my luck, back against the wind. I'm fighting for my life, but I was here. Y'all go.
Azizah, how you feeling, girl?
I'm hot.
That is not your mental. That is your physical state.
I'm okay. I ain't been sleeping well. I don't know why, but I got a doctor's appointment this week.
That's why women, all the cycles, hormones, all the things, it just really be affecting all your sleep. All this stuff. We just have all these complications. We only get 1 week of the month that we actually feel normal. And I don't think people understand that. So yeah, this week, good business wise, but I ain't been sleeping good either. I've been hot, child. Hot flashes.
Are we in sync this week? Is this the week that we in sync? Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
But another reason why I'm not sleeping well is because Megan want to drop diss tracks. And so now I'm up and I'm lit.
Yeah, like minding business that technically do pay me because I'm a publicist. But, that brings us to, today's subject about being a girl's girl and what does that mean to us. So we're going to start. Azizah and Charsha, y'all got to get the people y'all origin story. Then we're going to tie it all together about how we all four ended up here.
Oh, well, I did give you a short of it because she going to give you the more cohesive tale. I was just on Twitter one day talking about I want to go to Target, and we was following each other. And I was like, I'm going to Target, girl. Me and this other girl who was cool at the time, she should not be named, neither here nor there. And she was like, I'm going to go to Target too. We was like, okay, girl, let's meet up. And 10 years later, in another state over, we here.
Is that your version of abuse?
Pretty much.
Oh, God.
It was circa 2014.
Yeah,
I was
2014.
perusing Twitter. Formerly known as Twitter. It's X now.
Okay, seriously, this girl is from where Project Pat is from. She does not talk like this for real. Please get them the story how you would normally tell it.
I was on Twitter perusing. And I just saw them talking about Target, and I'm like, I got a red card, so I want to go too. And so we met up when I got out of work.
Yeah.
And we met up there, and we was trying on Massimo Moreno.
Yeah, that's when Target had the things then. BCD,
They still got the
Max
things, though, because
Ariza.
they be getting my coins.
They get my coin, but it be the food.
Yeah, it don't be the clothes. I was looking for some nail polish. Please Me, Essie, that brand. And
Was that the one that looked like cotton candy?
No, it was like the Golden State Warriors blue, that type of blue. So that's what I was looking for. Me and Z, we've been rocking it since. So what's y'all story?
Well, let's add another 10 years on y'all 10 years. We've been here 20 years. We actually, this is our 20th year of friendship this year.
Okay.
Oh, look at them trying to upstage us.
I know.
Well, she didn't like me at first.
Oh, wow.
Because I was loud and ghetto, and she was
I
fake
can see
quiet.
Okay.
Fake quiet. Yes, because as y'all can see, she's not really out there quiet.
I'm a quiet person.
But then
Until you read people. Okay, go ahead.
Exactly. But then we had to sit in alphabetical order because, we go to a hood school. Y'all get in trouble a whole lot. We used to get in trouble as a class. So, not just one person.
Right.
So we had to sit in alphabetical order. My last name Jones. Her last name Jones.
But what's even crazier, y'all, is that we have the exact same middle name, too.
Yeah.
So we have the same middle name and the same last name.
Yeah, so she was like sitting next to me, and I had my little CD player. Back then, that's when we had the CD players. We hadn't had MP3s and iPods and all that stuff yet. And my niece and nephew gonna watch this, and don't call me old because I know y'all will. But I was listening to Usher, and she was like, "Are you listening to Usher?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm listening to Usher." She's talking about, "Can I listen with you?" I said, "You don't like me, no."
But shoot.
Oh,
Shoot, if you got what I want, shoot.
And then she's talking about, that was yesterday. She literally said that was yesterday. That's not today.
you sound like a toxic man.
Well, I am a Pisces, so take that into consideration.
I don't understand what she said. What's the issue?
She didn't like me the other
But that
day,
was
but
yesterday.
She
You
was
should hold
using
on
me.
to that. Hey.
Yesterday's life ain't today's life. Okay.
But she was using me for Usher, but no, that really Usher brought us together. And then we finally got to see Usher together for the first time last year. Yeah, in Vegas, and then we had went 2 more times. But don't judge us, and we gonna be there.
Oh, yeah, we going again.
We gonna do that again.
This is a nice story because usually when a man be in between 2 women, they breaking up.
But Usher brought us together.
It's nice.
Yes, we'll never go against Usher.
Usher, if you want to sponsor us and some concert tickets, thank you.
Non-profit, we have that. You can send us some concert
I'll
tickets.
wipe you down in between your
we'll be there.
sets.
We'll come to whatever city. just send the tickets.
Also, will you add bedtime live to your lineup? 'Cause
Thank
I
you.
used to like watching that video on Midnight Love.
When your
And
shoes
can
was
you
too
help me? You
big.
never sing it live. I don't know why. It's one of your best songs. Please give us that at the concert if you see this.
But what's so dope is that, like, so this year last year we all spent Thanksgiving together going to see Usher, but, like, the parallels in our relationships is crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah,
so
we have to talk about how they became friends and then
how all of this came
all
together.
this became about.
So Twitter, well, X, now formerly known as Twitter, but
We old.
his
It's
mama
Twitter.
name is Twitter. I'ma call
Right,
it
Twitter,
Twitter.
period.
Exactly.
Anyway, but me and Azizah had been followers and mutuals for years, and then one day she tweeted about being in Dallas, and I was like, "You in Dallas?" And she was like, "Yeah, I live here now." And I was like, "Okay, when I get back in town, we going to lunch," and really follow through with that. So we end up going to Chicken Salad Chick, and we hit it off, but like. I felt like she was already my friend in my head, so that made it easy to just really be friends in real life.
Okay. Now, can I talk about how I came in my house and y'all was on my couch and I was about to whoop some ass? And I was like, who are these women? But now, then I seen Z in there, but she introduced me to y'all and I was like, okay, well, let me just start with Z don't like nobody. So the fact that she brought y'all into the fold, I was like, this will work out because, again, you don't like nobody.
We literally spent
We don't have
the
company.
entire day together.
And there was no problems.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Yeah.
Like we
No, for it to be like the first time we did that, it was no
Yeah,
problem.
It was no problem.
Nobody bothered anybody. Nobody got on nobody's nerves. Everybody was like, you want to do this? Cool. You don't want to do that? Okay, that's straight. Everybody was good with it.
And we also don't have to like be in each other's face when we get like she'll
No.
be taking a nap, she be on her phone. I'm
Yeah.
looking out the window with my robe on.
Bothering the neighbors. Yeah, like, so it works. It meshes well. And we got to say y'all two are twins. Azizah and Bridget are twins.
and then me and Charsha.
And then, yeah.
But you gotta have the energy, so you gotta like balance everything out, and then it helps that we're Southern.
Yeah.
We're Southern ladies.
Yes, 205.
901.
38127.
Not the zip code.
We know 38106 about their life, but you know, we going to let y'all have it today.
But no, so let's talk about how y'all ended up in Texas. So when did y'all move here and how did y'all get
I
here?
think I got here first. Again, down on my look, back against the wind. Now, real talk, like 2016 was just like, oh God, that year for me was just crazy. Like, I had a car wreck top of the year. I lost my job, so I literally came down here with a suitcase, $300, and a rental car. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna stay at until like the night before.
She had that little stick with the
Let me tell you something.
All you had was $1 and a drink.
J. Cole definitely could have sponsored me. I could have been in that video because that's literally all I had. So I was literally forced out the city because Memphis economy at the time was terrible. So I came down here like, listen, I couldn't even get hired at Lowe's. They told me I was overqualified. Like, nobody wanted to touch me with a 10-foot pole. So I got down here and I literally made it shake. And it's been shaking ever since. Now I'm getting shooketh. But, right. So that's how I ended up here.
See how you get here?
The year she moved, I moved to Maryland. And then I had like this significant loss in my family, so I moved back home. But Texas was always the next spot. So once everything got settled, I just came down here. Because I share the same experience. Like, socially, I don't struggle in Memphis. Like, I was a socialite. I was outside off the porch before it was a thing.
Right.
But, like, professionally, I always struggled. So I was like, I came here, and it's been up.
Yeah. I don't know if it's been stuck for me, but it's been up.
I be stuck on some other stuff.
So like me and we said, we've been best friends for 20 years since the 6th grade. So we actually also went to college together and graduated together. Roll Tide.
Okay.
Even graduated on the same exact day. I don't know why life works out that way for us, but it does. Like, it's crazy.
It was funny because she was depressed in her room. And she had called me and she was like, I ain't going to graduate till December. And I said, well, we graduating together in December because I got an extra class I got to take that I ain't know about. So
we always ended up in the same boat.
Hey,
it was like, okay.
Listen. Y'all do what y'all do.
Exactly. So what's crazy is, once again, you know, I used to love HGTV. And I would always see them do, like, places in Dallas, Texas. And I started looking up the economy. And it was just so many different things. And I said, oh, I want to go to Dallas. And one day, I don't even know how this conversation started, but I think I said I wanted to go to Dallas, or either she said it, but either way it went, both of us was like, you do? I wanted to go there too. So we was like, okay, we came up with this plan. We was like, all right, we're going to have this goal to come to Dallas. Somebody's going to get a job. If neither one of us gets a job, then we'll just save up and we'll move in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, we had planned like we were leaving in July because we knew if we stayed at home, got comfortable, because we didn't have an uncomfortable life at home because my parents would have let us stay at the house and do our thing, and they would have got us jobs. It could have been real comfortable, but we knew that to like grow and be
elevate,
the people that we wanted to be, that we was gonna have to leave, you know, home in the comfort zone. Right. So I think we came out here for a job fair in February. Yes. And stayed with my ex-boyfriend. Because we still cool. Don't be weird, y'all. No one like that. We just cool. We really friends. But
and I ended up getting a phone call while we were here. And they was like, hey, I had already spoken to this company, and then they fell off. I ain't hear nothing from them for weeks. They was like, hey, I really want to do another interview with you. I'm going to see if I can get somebody in Birmingham to interview you. And I was like, oh, I'm in Dallas right now. Where you need me to be? Oh. So I interviewed that day for like an hour. I interviewed with the higher-ups for like an hour.
Child, I was sitting in the car the whole time.
Exactly.
Whole 2 hours just sitting in the car.
And we support. Exactly. And we ended up like leaving to go visit our friend in Mississippi. And as soon as we hit the Arkansas state line, they was like, you got the job. How fast can you get here? I looked at Valise, and she was like, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I said 2 weeks. We ain't have no apartment. Listen. We ain't even told our parents yet.
Sometimes you got to grab what you got and go.
Baby, let me say, my ex-boyfriend picked out our first apartment. Yeah. I sent him like 4 different apartments to look at and said, you know my standard of living, go look at the apartments and tell us like where we can live. Yeah. And so he came, he's like, yeah, this is the one y'all gonna stay at. We end up moving. It was actually in Garland. It wasn't in Dallas proper. We ended up moving to Garland at the time. And thankfully for my parents, they footed most of the bill for us to come out here. Okay. We wouldn't have made it because at the time I had quit the job that I had got hired for because I didn't want to do it. I went one day and was like, oh no.
This ain't for me.
I'm not going to start my career off like this. Yeah. Like, man, my dad literally was like, you got your whole life to be miserable at a job. Don't start your career that way. Yeah. So I quit that job and I told my parents, I'm like, give me 3 months to find something, get on my feet. They helped me, and I did. I don't even think it took me 3 months to find something. I think I started my new job like a month and a half after we moved here. Yeah. And then it just, I don't know, it just kind of went up in every way. Even with the downs, it's gone up. But I think like really, when I'm not thinking about it, it's always been women like that has helped me get to the next step. Which I really think like moves us into what we really here to talk about, like what it means to be a girl's girl stuff. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of the thing.
To be a girl's girl, I just gotta always start with just not putting your nappy-headed male counterpart first. And I think that's where so many women feel. Like, we get that Jerome is your new hot thing right now. He's doing things for you that we just obviously can't do. But Jerome ain't gonna be there for you all the time like we can. He don't know the intricate parts of you like we do. So when it comes to us needing that back from you and you got this new person in your life, you got to be a girl's girl. You have to get that energy back. We know you got something new, hot, and exciting over there, but y'all be dropping the ball on their part. And I be like, you know what? You losing, Linda. You losing us.
So many people put all their eggs in the basket when it comes to romantic relationships. They give their best foot forward for that, but then they kind of like have those friendships lag. They're like, oh, they'll still be here. So you don't give those people the best of you. Right. But a friendship is the foundation to all the other relationships.
Right.
You have to make sure that you are creating that sense of community that you want to receive.
Right.
Yeah, I don't believe in ever putting, first off, it's just not possible for one person to be everything you need, whether that be friendship, romance. And I think, like, you know, like you said, a lot of women, because we are socialized and taught to, you know, oh, you got to get married, you got to get this, your family becomes the thing. Mm-hmm. But then it's like, okay, well, who supports you through going with this family? Because really ain't no manual to being married, because every century we redefining what relationships look like. Right. Like even now in this era, we completely redefining what community looks like, what romance looks like, church relationships, parent relationships. I feel like we just in an era of a relationship renaissance right now. And I think it's kind of hard for women. I feel like we don't give each other enough grace because I feel like we'll forgive a man 100 times, but your homegirl do one thing, and it's just now it's the end of the world.
It's because she know better, but keep going.
What you feel say know better?
Because it's like, this Negro can do something wrong. It's like, he don't really know me. But if Z do something like Z know she pushed my butt, it's like, now you was dead ass wrong with it. You know. You know me like nobody else know me. And you know when you do stuff calculated like that, you knew that was going to hurt me. How can I forgive you for that? You know how we move. When we do stuff, it's very strategic. We ain't doing it just because.
But is it though?
All the time?
Is it?
All the time? When I do something, oh yeah, I didn't thought that out. This my power play.
Azizah, what's your rebuttal? Because she said you know better. You to do something, push your buttons, you know better.
Not just no little. If you know something, you know this gonna set me off. That's what I ain't talking about. We just had a little test, a little tussle. I'm talking about this the one, this the boom, atomic bomb.
I don't feel like men are as
unaware
as they claim to be. They're calculating too.
Yeah, because what she's saying is even sometimes we can go to the big thing people like talk about, cheating. That's a big thing, and I think that's calculated, and you take them back for that. Oh, but and my thing is like, you can leave him and you cannot be my friend, but it's like you will not be my friend but still talk to him. I'm like, X both of us out.
I mean, I'm wiping everybody out, but I'm just saying.
Hold everybody to the same standard.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and I think too, like we put a lot of more expectations on our homegirls than we do. It's actually kind of funny because you put the man above your homegirls, but then you put way more expectations on your homegirls. Yeah. And it's like, it's a kind of conundrum because it's like, well, I don't know where role to play because, ma'am, you done put me all the way down here, but then you want to have expectations up here. And it's like, that don't work. Like, because that relationship is not reciprocal at that point. Right. You trying to make a withdrawal that you ain't deposited, baby, and that's called insufficient funds.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think women, when this time comes to being a girl's girl, do you think some women aren't girls because they didn't see their mamas have good friendships?
I was just about to say that. I think it's just because it's also because of your background, because of how you were raised. You had, which I think is a totally different discussion. You have some women whose mothers are extremely toxic towards them. They see how their mother treated their brothers they brother get away with anything.
Right.
But when it came to them, it was just so much expectation. So I think it carries on into their adult life. And I honestly don't think a lot of people know how to be in community, a healthy community. And I also don't think a lot of people know how to be a friend. And I also don't think a lot of people know how to be in good romantic relationships. I think the foundation of it all, of relationships, is cracked. Yeah. And the redefinition and the renaissance that she's talking about is needed so that people can have a clear view of what it really is and what it looks like.
Yeah.
In order to be a girl's girl, you have to have a sense of awareness. So that means doing the work within yourself in order to be the best version of yourself to everybody else. I know for me, when I moved away from home, it gave me time to step away from the environment that I knew, and I was able to really assess like who I was as a person. Right. A lot of people feel like, oh, well, I'm not doing what my family is doing, and that makes them better. But you can't be in a situation for however many years and feel like you didn't pick up any of that mud, you didn't get that stuff on you. It's just manifesting in a different way. Yeah. And so for me, I had to look at myself. Even with dating, I would get upset about the smallest things that's normal, that's healthy, but because I was not used to that, I was like, you know what, I need to take a step back. I need to go to therapy. I need to really figure out what is it in me so I could be the best person for my friend, because now me and Valise are like living together, and if I can't take this from somebody on the outside, how am I treating somebody that's in my space?
Right. And I will say, she was very receptive because it was funny, the stuff she was complaining about.
Y'all, I was tripping.
I literally was like...
I was tripping.
I literally was like, I said, best friend, that man just likes you, and you are mad that he's showing you he likes you.
No, he would literally like FaceTime me. I'm like, he's on vacation, FaceTime me, calling me. Oh, what time you go to lunch today? I'm gonna take you to lunch. And I'm like, this man is all up in my space. He all up.
Want me.
I'm like, oh my God.
You make me wanna...
And I was complaining. And Felice was looking at me on the couch, and I was like,
a bugaboo.
You call AOL.
She was like, so he likes you.
You bugging what? You bugging who? You bugging me? And don't you
moment,
see it ain't cool?
At that moment, I was like, I need to kind of take a step back.
I will say, though, because I was kind of sort of in that situation. Like, to be a girl's girl, you have to be confident in yourself before you can extend your friendship. Because, baby, let me tell you something. When you don't know who you are and what you gonna do and how you want to do it, and you see your friends do things that you want to do and try to I don't know if it's hate, jealousy, but it's some stuff that start coming out and start radiating outside of you that spill over into your friendship. Gonna have you look real crazy with your girlfriend. It's like when you supposed to be clapping for your friend and you can't because you so unhappy for yourself. Like, you can't be a girl's girl. And it's like, it's nothing I've done to you, they've done to you. It's some work you got to do within yourself. And until you figure that out, you just need to sit down and just, I ain't saying isolate, because sometimes isolation ain't the best for everybody, but until you can figure it out, go sit on somebody's couch, lay on somebody's altar, have grandma lay some hands on you, you ain't gonna never be a girl's girl, because it's gonna always there's always gonna be someone that looks better than you, has more than you, that's doing the things that you want to do, and you're gonna always compare yourself to that other woman, and you're never gonna be able to be a friend to another woman, because you're always gonna be in that compare game, and you're never gonna be a girl's girl, and it's gonna always be hard for you.
Where you don't compare.
I knew you was finna say that.
And it's just, and that's why a lot of female relationships, friendships fail because of that. It be insecure, and it be insecurities that nobody can fix but themselves. Like, I mean,
it's also communication. I also don't think a lot of people know how to effectively communicate.
They know, and that and conflict resolution skills. It be something so small, friend. I didn't like how you said to me. It's just, she said that in front of them to try to one-up me. Well, maybe she didn't know it came across that way, but instead of you addressing it, now you got this chip on your shoulder, and it's a whole thing, and now y'all done spoken 5 years.
Yeah, I think applying ill intent, I think a lot of times with women, we can think the worst of each other when it's really not that deep. You might have just subconsciously said something, or like, for example, me and Charsha both got ADHD. Baby, when I'm zoned in, like doing something or working on something, and you like come and try to talk to me and break my focus, I can come out real dry and cold. Like, I can't stand you, but it's not that I'm having any emotions.
It's the
towards
hyper
you.
focus.
It's just, baby, I'm hyper focused on
trying
what
to
I'm
figure
doing.
it out. Don't break the focus.
Yes,
That's it.
please don't. It's not me being mean. It's not me.
We not being
rude.
mean. Promise.
And I think too, another thing is being open to constructive criticism from your friends.
Right.
And you don't have to do it in a mean, nasty way to tell your friend like, hey, sis, you crashing out a little bit. Like, come, we need to reel this in. Like,
Right.
what's really going on? Let's have this conversation. Because I think people like, I've seen people be like, my friends don't listen to me, and then I'm like, I'm listening to how you talk, baby, and because that's what I do for a living, I wouldn't listen to you either. You don't sound like you coming to them in love and with their best interest at heart. You coming to them with your annoyance, and nobody's gonna want to listen to you when you're annoyed with them.
And when we talk about communication, because you brought up such a good point, it's also about like your delivery, but also understanding that person. You can't, the way I speak to Valise is not the same way I can speak to Charsha, or Charsha is not the same way I can speak to Z. Like, we all have different ways that we are receptive to receiving information.
You
like,
have to know who you can handle and how you can handle them. That's
exactly.
it. That's all. The end. And speaking of handling people.
We're going to talk about how, now I ain't one to gossip.
Speaking of having to handle on things.
This what happens when you not a girl's girl and you crash out.
Listen. Look, y'all ain't got no
Had to
wall.
get a little libations. That's Milo. That's Alabama. Cornbread. Y'all know nothing about that. That's some of the best sweet tea you gonna get in a jug in the store. Just let me know.
Speaking of knowing how to handle people. Come on, Valise. Since this your industry.
A jug in the store, then you know. But now Milo's, if y'all see that, call me. I'm a real
Look,
publicist.
is this camera on me?
Yeah, you camera number 2.
Sponsorship, partnership, we need you.
But no, seriously though, the epitome of not being a girl's girl is Miss Girl, who is now, spiraling on Instagram because of Megan Thee Stallion's new track that dropped. And by the time this episode comes out, it'll probably be about 3 weeks to 4 weeks old, that track. But it'll still, tie in. Because watching Onika's behavior over, I would say the past 12 to 13 years, it's really been embarrassing because why you acting like that? It just, like you said, Charsha, it go back to, ma'am, your insecurities are oozing all over your legacy. And now we can't even, appreciate what you've accomplished.
It's like, I want you to go back to being that girl I saw on the Come Up DVDs. I want you to go back to being that girl I saw coming out that Red Lobster rapping on the corner in New York. Where that girl at? Because that girl was fun.
The black bang with the crimp.
Yeah, where the girl that Deb Abney used to manage? Where was that girl? Because this person here, I don't like her. She's not a girl's girl.
When she was outside the Red Lobster. I'm just asking.
With them cheddar bay biscuits.
My thing is is that how she's always been? You just did, because I never liked
social media really put a spotlight on
we talked about this a lot. I think what has happened is that, again, she had a lane by herself for so long. And now that lane has had to be shared, because female rap has always had to be shared. Let's just say she just was fortunate to have it by herself for so long. Mm-hmm. And she don't know how to share.
I don't even think it's fortunate. Because I just feel like I've always felt she wasn't a girl's girl, because I would never want to do nothing like that by myself. Could you really be the best? Can I really be the best if I'm the only one doing it?
That is true.
Why you ain't pulling nobody else up?
True. Exactly.
And the people she do pull up, is it really a pull up?
Yeah, because I'm just sorry. This is no shade to Miss Ice Spice. That's y'all children. Y'all like her. I'm a little bit, elevated in age over y'all. That girl, how she the princess of rap? To whom? To whom?
Talking about the girl with the mushroom hair?
Yeah. They look like strawberry shortcake. The little dogs. She cute or whatever.
Oh, the girl be rapping about munching.
Yeah, that girl.
Oh,
Ice Spice.
They said she the princess of rap.
That's what Nicki crowned her as, the princess of rap. And I'm trying to figure out how, because she can't rap.
Rap sandwiches?
I don't. But Nicki said she's the princess of rap. But let's just talk about, you know what, I ain't gonna need to upset the New Yorkers. I was about to say,
like,
y'all can't nobody, none of y'all be the Prince of King of rap at this point in time. Y'all ain't been on top of the game since the South had something to say in 95.
They've been using the same beat for 20 years.
Okay.
I said they
we didn't out, baby. We done pissed. They finna be calling us all kind of country workers in the comments. Y'all know they hate Southern folks.
I mean, we not gonna act like New York ain't sound like Southerners forever.
Right. I
in
like
rap game.
other New York. I would thought she would have crowned somebody else's New York rapper.
I mean,
there's a lot of them
There's
out
other
there that
talented
are
girls
great.
out there.
Because I will say this, New York, if y'all would like to, reclaim your crown, if y'all lean more into y'all girls that are rapping, I mean, because you got Lola Brooke, y'all got Hardy, y'all got Maya the Dunn. Like, y'all got some good
Dream
girls
Doll
to stand on.
is, she's
Dream
my
Doll is
favorite.
cool.
She's my favorite.
Scarlett?
Scarlett, I like her too.
Yeah.
She gives a whole lot of New York, but you know, they only want to crown a man, like, because they tried to say that Pop Smoke was going to be the next one, but okay.
He sound like he rap underwater.
DMX already had his
RP.
lane. It was no need for, we going to move on.
God rest his soul.
But Onika Mirage, just be nicer to the girlies in rap. Like, you know, you OG now. Just, you know, just
Be
take people under your wing. Just be a little nicer. You know, you got all the coin you can get. You done been co-signed more times than not. Just, you know, let it go.
And we're not going to discuss your husband and his charges.
Hey.
We're not going to discuss that in depth this time. But
I'm a child. You can't discuss that no way around me.
Not you a child.
I'm a child of God. But you can't discuss that no more around me. That's illegal.
I just want to say, Megan, you messy and you mean and you shouldn't have did that. I'm just playing. I loved it. But
What's that little meme on Twitter? You out of pocket, but keep going.
I think it was incredible. This is how we needed to start the year. First it was Cat Williams and then it was Megan. Like 2024 is shaping out to be great.
She spoke with another girl too. The girl in Canada. From
Mrs. Aubrey Graham.
Yes. The baddest.
Girl, I thought it was a real.
He is a real
I was gonna say, what girl in Canada rap?
You know, she said the rapper, you know, they talk about the girls with the BBLs and have the same scars.
The baddest.
You know, the rumors, allegedly, he had that little ab surgery. And if you look at his belly button,
Aubrey Graham would be a great girl name, though.
I mean, is he? I mean, you
It's
know,
a unique name.
What's in his
Aubrey.
we not gonna. I mean, and he.
I know. I'm.
We
just
could
thinking
talk about who he was raised by, but we'll save that for another episode. Yeah. So.
But it's so interesting to see people like come together or like pick sides. Now people are picking sides. How do y'all feel about that? On who's like rocking with Meg versus who's rocking with Nicki?
I'm just here for the
I rock with
entertainment.
who I like.
Yeah.
I like a lot of most of the rappers that I like are the female rappers. I don't
Right.
care what coast they from.
Right.
If you rap good, you got your own style, your own flow. I like it. It sound good. I'ma listen to it.
So since it's the girls episode, y'all give, you know, who y'all rappers, who the girl rappers y'all rocking with right now?
Right now,
I'm still listening to Boo.
yeah, cause y'all ain't gonna
Old school
die.
Memphis, you know, they a lot of, you know, do your children know about the, you know, Boo Chat? Like, do they know that?
I think they found out more about Boo when she died. You know, then they go into their Google search history and then they listen to 2 of her songs and then they be R.I.P. Gangsta Boo and Bud. No, I don't think they don't understand. Like Gangsta Boo had to walk, so Princess of Diamond from Karen Mob had to fly. So how would you say that? Because they used to say Princess sound like Gangsta Boo, but Gangsta Boo she was way before her time. Like she was only 17 making that type of music.
Where them dollars at?
Yeah,
Where
she
them
was
dollars at?
17 writing raps like that. That's
and it's
crazy.
Still a question I pose to people who be in my face.
Where them dollars
Still
at?
relevant today.
Okay, so this, you know, that moves on to the next segment. So who card on file?
Not mine. And the rent is due.
Baby, the rent came. The rain came. The rent came right back. The rain washed away all my money.
Down on my luck. Back against the wind.
Baby, my back against the jacket against the everything against the wind.
So right now,
Megan card on file.
It is, because baby, her rent was due. She paid it, and then some. And then she just made, you know what, I just had to say. All I got for Nicki is bless your heart.
Bless your heart. Now, we are Southern ladies, so, you know, we're going to use a couple of phrases that y'all young folks may not understand, but bless your heart is basically saying you're dumb.
You know, and it could actually mean bless your heart if
Very
like
rarely.
something tragic happened and you tell me, and I'm like, oh Lord, bless your heart. Like, that's say your grandma died and you tell me that, and I say bless your heart. That does not mean you're stupid. Okay, that means I'm really sad that your grandma died.
Well,
But-
it depends on what Irma Jean did.
Exactly.
Well,
Anytime I use it, it's a form.
Because if I really mess with you, I'm like, girl, I'm gonna be praying for you, and I'm gonna actually pray.
That be a prayer right there.
yeah, I'm gonna pray for you. Do y'all really be praying for people when y'all?
No.
Y'all gonna pray
It
for them?
depends.
Emphatically no.
When I say I'm gonna pray for you, I do it, but I only tell it to people that I like. If I don't like you, I'm gonna say either prayers down or I'm gonna keep you Lord in prayer.
I like to say my new thing that I tell people: I hope you have the day you deserve, and that could go either way.
That's so nice, nasty. But I like
That's
that.
another southern term.
Yeah.
Nice, nasty.
Yeah, we look real nice. We get because that's what we gonna give. Nice, nasty.
Yeah.
But not the tea. The tea is always sweet and good. Y'all need to. Speaking of Texas, come to Alabama, get you some lessons from Milo's, so y'all can all get uniform with this.
Let me-
tea recipe.
It's the fact that I showed up and they say that some places don't even have.
Hey,
tea.
let me
That's
tell you
illegal
how I
in
got my
Alabama.
face broke when I first came to Texas. And I was going to these restaurants. They like, what kind of tea you want, sweet or unsweet? And I was looking at them like, what the hell you mean, sweet or unsweet?
Why would you ask that?
I'm from Memphis. It's only one tea. Sweet. What it? And then the sweet tea ain't even sweet.
Exactly.
It's
why they
dyed
need the
sweet.
lessons.
It's
That's-
sweet, low sweet.
That's why
It's
they need
Splendor sweet.
It got a taint of sweet.
It ain't even a taint.
Do y'all know what a taint is? That's just
Yeah,
a little. That's a
that's-
little. We say that. That's the thing.
That's
we say
the
just-
Salt Bay
you know,
version.
When your grandma tell you how to cook something, she be like, put a
Get a
little
taint-
bit, just
a
a little
little
taste of
taint.
that in there. We say a taint.
Yeah, but
that's what
them
that
would-
means. Just
yeah.
right there in your fingers.
But
But yeah, all I can say for Nicki is, bless your heart. That's all I
That's
can say
all we
for
got
that
for
baby.
her. Bless your heart.
But that's what happens when you're not a
no,
girl's girl.
what
Nobody has your back.
Nicki needs tired of standing in front of her and be like, learn from this. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for
Nah,
you.
she needed younger.
Oh.
I want her to be really young. I need to be young.
You are
Come back.
so out of order as a woman. That's what our young would say to her.
No, I don't. Unless she gonna be at that table saying, not on my watch, I don't think Auntie need to be there.
She do.
Oh.
And you know how she had the episode where she had the dude, had all the kids, he had the baby
Dig
doll.
it in that dirt.
She need to bring Nicki there and just have all her wigs
All her
laid off.
personalities.
Yep.
And then what else? Probably probably need to give Nicki some of her energy. You know when she called what Keisha called, so she said you low down dirty gutter snipe. Like
I've added that to the vocabulary.
somebody needs to call her that.
Y'all
to her
know
face.
snipe.
But
y'all-
her problem has been that man.
Oh.
Cause he a man that don't matter.
No. Okay.
Which leads us to Charsha segment.
I hope
Yes.
you can find one. I hope you can find
We
one.
are going to speak about a man that matters.
Let's
I'll be the
see.
judge.
Oh,
A lot of
Lord.
y'all don't. But
We're going to talk about our producer, Mario.
Oh,
A man that matters.
The word nigga.
The word
The
nigga.
word nigga. The word Smith. all that good
AKA
stuff.
Luther of Luther's Janitor.
And Otis.
And Otis of the Temptations. Mario is a man that matters because he makes sure that we are in line, that we are hitting every point of this show. We had to do a run through before we. No, let's talk about the first meeting that he had to do.
Baby, he came with the sheet in order. We have a whole organized sheet.
Yeah.
With our segments on there, the time.
Right.
He made sure we have all of that. We have our graphics. We have our intros on. He did all of that for us.
And he's in DC.
He's in DC, and he also has a very great podcast called Appraise the Phrase, where they're decoding the meanings of words and sayings that we just be saying, y'all, and we don't even know where they came from.
Right.
They tell us where they came from, so y'all should check out his podcast, Appraise the Phrase. It's on all platforms, from Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, all that good stuff.
So their platform is educational, and our platform is just exceptional.
Right.
That's
So,
the
Mario,
best
can we agree that Mario, our producer, is a man that matters?
He
We-
does not
all in-
matter if he drinks lemon drops, but other than that, he can matter.
all
an
in,
inside joke.
all in favor of Mario,
If he
a man
orders
that
a lemon
matters. Say
drop, he no
I.
longer matters.
Okay,
I.
And
He's
he's in between.
Azizah.
promiscuous.
This man had on a muscle shirt because he had worked out that he got to be promiscuous.
But the shirt, your shirt supposed to close up here. Why
he might get a little sweaty. Then you know,
no sweat on the shirt.
Well, you know what, Mario, you matter to me. You're a man that matters,
and you matter to me. So we split.
It's a split vote.
It's 2.5. Oh, she said it's 2.5. So he win.
Oh, so
okay, he a man that matters.
You a man that. Oh my God. Okay, Mario, you matter.
Speaking of things that matter.
Oh Lord.
What kind of shoes Mario be wearing when he stand on these?
Well, Mario he kind of sneakerhead. He got a few little kicks in his collection that I seen. You know, he wear the Jordans. You know, so I ain't never seen him in no Chelsea boots. So
well, now wait a minute, he don't be in them team Jordans, dude.
No,
they don't be creased up at the toe, dude.
No. He from Detroit. He ain't going out like that. He
can get us in some Tubi movies.
Ma'am.
Come on. Hey, Tubi. Listen, you have some dedicated fans right here. I've been rocking with y'all since 2015. Me and Azizah,
they even know the Tubi.
We know the actors, the directors, Dennis Reed, Kamal Smith. Hit us up.
No naming names.
I'm here for y'all.
And on that note, it's time for us to go. Azizah, get us
always remember,
keep that shit country.